Hello, friend, fellow executive, CEO, entrepreneur. I want to create a short content around what motivates and what drives CEOs and entrepreneurs. You might have newly registered a company, a business, and you're not sure yet what position or where you fall under, and you're not willing to take on the title of a CEO. That's all right, that's okay. I've had experience in running my own business for over 10 years. And I understand the difference between running a business and being a professional, working in an organization. You need to understand some things that drives you or that should drive you. And if you notice some of these things in your life, in your work ethics, you are in the right path. Number one, the mindset CEOs have when they wake up. CEOs don't get up in the morning thinking, I'm busy today. Well, what they have is they have a mindset of the 1, 2, or 3 most important things to do, and they go on doing those things. They are crystal clear about what they want to do, even if sometimes it appears not to be so. But within the first few hours of the day, they come to get clarity. And if you're the type in the morning you wake, you're confused, you're not clear, you need to begin to develop certain clarity. And one of the things that can help you, time management, knowing what to do, when to do what to do, and what not to do. Knowing what to delegate and what not to. In fact, knowing what to delegate and what not to delegate and not even do at all. There's this quadrant I often teach when I talk about time management. The first is knowing what is important and what is urgent. Number 2, knowing what is important and not urgent. Number 3, knowing what is urgent and not important. And number 4, know what is not important and not urgent. And number 2, as a CEO or as an entrepreneur, you need to know or have a to-do list. This is profoundly important. I've been doing this for years. I've been doing this now for close to 8 years, and I still do it. I still did it today. I pick up my phone and I have it on my phone. And it's also one of the things I teach my kids. You write the date, and then the first thing you want to do that morning. For example, you want to call XYZ, a client, a customer, or whatever it is that you've got to do that morning. If it's a call, if it's an email. Now you write that task and you put a time to it. A lot of people don't know this, but the catch that makes it very easy, that gives 75% success, is when you put time to it. So I want to check my emails and respond to the very important ones, 9 to 9:30. And then I'm going to be having a visitor, a guest, a customer, a client, or whatever it is, 9:30 to 10. I have a presentation, 10 to 12. When you write that time like that, this naturally primes your brain. And trust me, you have more than 85% possibility of success rate than somebody who just writes a to-do list without a time in front. If you don't believe me, you can try this out and send me a response. There are times when it so happens that when you've written all of this out, maybe you've written 9 to 9:30, and that meeting with that client or that prospect goes beyond 9:30, maybe to 9:45. Now you've eaten 15 minutes into the next time. What happens? Somebody is asking. What simply happens is this. You now go back to your diary. Of course, you move to the next thing, but then you're 15 minutes short. Do you know what that has done for you or done to you? It has helped you to know you are behind schedule. You want to see how to meet back with your time schedule for that day. That's what it simply does. You're having in mind that I'm behind schedule. This is helping you manage your time better. Unlike if you never had a time in front. So if the meeting started at 9 and ended at 11, you don't know if you're behind schedule or if you're on time. So that's what this helps you to achieve. Now, the next thing is high achievers beat mental fatigue. Of course, there are times when you experience burnout. You feel that you are overworking and you're mentally stressed, you're mentally drained. I want to take some time out, just relax. Sometimes, or some weeks, I work 75 hours, and some weeks I work as much as 110 hours. I don't even encourage people to work as much as I do. I'm a very hard worker. Now, how do I ease off? Because some people feel I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a CEO, so I don't think I want to have some time at work when I'm not doing anything. I'm just relaxing. I'm just maybe, whiling away time. If that's what eases off your brain and helps you get back on track, please do. For me, what works for me is after I have worked so hard and for some time, and it appears that I'm gradually experiencing this fatigue, what I just do immediately is I try to go on to YouTube, and I have some comedians that I watch quite often. Now, comedy is one thing for me that eases me off. I can go 4 hours, 6 hours watching comedy and laughing. That eases off my brain. I don't spend that long, but I'm just saying I can afford to. I can do that if I need to. So I don't walk. And even when the brain is not assimilating, it's not getting it, you're making some mistakes, I still want to stay put and want to get things done. You can make more errors than you would have if you're taking some time off and then getting back on track. Something else is this: it's okay to fail. CEOs fail. They make some blunders, they make some mistakes, they do some stupid, foolish things, even some dumb things they can't even tell their wives or their partners. They can't even tell their staff. But then they have this ability to find and bring themselves back on track. It's okay to make a mistake when you're trying to invest into something and then you made the wrong choice. You're trying to hire a staff and you hired based on sentiment, based on look, based on the CV, the resume. It's okay to make such mistakes. But then how do you quickly find yourself back on track? Rectify that mistake and get yourself back on track. To bring this video to a close, one of the strengths of CEOs and entrepreneurs is you understand and know your circadian rhythm. Now, what this is about simply is you know what time of the day are you most efficient. Is it in the mornings or in the evening? Are you an early bird or a night owl? Now, a morning bird is this person who wakes at about 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 7 a.m. and they get going. They are extremely efficient. In fact, the morning birds, what they achieve within 3 hours in the morning. Those who are morning birds but try to achieve those things at night may struggle 5-6 hours and can't even achieve up to half of that. And then there are some people that are called night owl. These people, they are very efficient at night. Once it is getting late into the night, 7, 8, 9, 10, they can work even into 2 a.m. They are very efficient. It's important to know what time you are most efficient. What time works for you? And then with that, you want to look at your most important and urgent, very consequential activities. Move and push them towards that. I am an early bird. And once I'm up in the morning at whatever time it is, I get up. I work from that time till about 11. And once it's hitting at 12, my concentration, my energy level begins to dip. And then when it goes towards 4, 5, it goes even though I'm currently working on that, years back at 8, 9, 10, I can't do anything productive. But now, I think yesterday I was even still in a meeting at 11 p.m. So I'm gradually working on that. So that simply means you can actually develop, you can work on it. However, what is natural to you, you can't joke with it. May I say this just as a giveaway? CEOs work longer and they work harder. When you become a CEO or an entrepreneur, you can't try that. Even when your business is now successful, in fact, that's when you might even have to work some more, except you've retired. So CEOs, they work extra hard and they work longer hours than those who are, earning salary. And then in subsequent contents that relates to this, I'll be talking about hiring and firing. I would rather hire too soon, but not fire too soon. There may be some books of some great motivational speakers and CEOs out there who say otherwise, but personal experience, that's what it is. Let me drop another one again. We start a business idea based on instinct, but we don't make major business decisions based on instinct. We make those decisions based on insight. I'm Dr. Moy Bowell.